spontaneous.
I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't planned. It was, I asked him if he would like to sit in. I was like, oh, well, I never really do that thing. But
What do you think of playing your bass?
I said, no, well, if you want to do it, that's great. If not, and he said, I'll do it. And he did it. And he
It is Geddy Lee after all.
Yeah.
And
You don't know that microphone. Give it a kick.
all right, how was that?
Okay. Yeah. So when you guys were writing, like, how complete was the song?
No, we didn't. They told us that they let us in and I was like, yeah,
Depends, you know. Sometimes we have more of a fleshed out idea, and sometimes
we're not worried. I just don't want to be
no
like,
idea.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Right? All different
It's always
ways.
jamming. It's always different.
We have the tickets and stuff. So
Yes, you, sir.
Big fan, guys. First of all, Wes, I saw your book for sale, and I was wondering if you take $30 a month for the rest of my life.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. No, serious question would be what?
That wasn't a serious question.
Well, yeah. As far as your instrument arsenal for each of you,
Just calling an arsenal.
you kind of are, basically. The secret weapon, one thing in your instrument arsenal that you could not back.
Me fingers.
Let me see that mic. It's all in your fingers, man. A buddy of mine is a huge Robin Trower fan. He went to a Robin Trower show, met him backstage. And it's really true. Many years ago, obviously I have a band with Stuart Copeland, and for many years we were always trying to get that Stuart Copeland snare sound, hi-hat sound, and one day he and I and Trey were going to jam together. We were at the barn actually, and the only drum set was this funky old piece of crap kit that had been laying around that Fishman had. It just, heads were old and crap. It was just the polar opposite of any kit you would ever think Stuart Copeland would play. And we set it up, and he sat down and he started playing. It sounded exactly like Stuart Copeland. So it's really how you attack your instrument. It's like it's in your fingers.
It's an honor to be able to speak with you. My friend and I both been deeply inspired by UC's style. He has become an exceptional bass player and audio engineering. Oftentimes we've looked into basically done research to kind of see what you're using in the studio. And I've read that you've been using an API channel strip. I figured you might be using two of those. I wanted to ask you if that's true, and if not, would you be willing to tell me what kind of how you're going in with it? How are you recording? What's your plan?
Well, I have part of my rig is an API channel from 7600, but I have an API console at home, an old vintage. I go in. I don't mind.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing. Thank you.
It's Phil Donahue.
My wife left me last week and I left mine. You guys, I play guitars and sing. I sometimes fantasize about what bands for me, bands playing. What other bands do you guys like me?
Most of the bands I like have enough players in them already.
Well, I mean, if you could be in it.
I've never really, it seems like an obvious thing one would think of, but I've never thought of anything like that. Yeah, I've never thought about being in a band that I wasn't in.
I'm in too many damn bands. Sit down.
Yeah, that's the honest truth. I don't really have a musical horror.
Well, let's not get repeats just yet. Unless everybody's already out playing.
So Sean, how do you like this
crickets and stuff with Elliot shared with you. Or you shared with him on his birthday.
The crickets that I shared with Elliot on his birthday. Oh, with Elliot Mintz. Are you friends with Elliot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Elliot. Elliot Mintz was a friend of my dad's. He was like a FM DJ in the 60s, and he's kind of a legend. He had this show called the Lennon tapes, which was kind of famous, that he hosted. It was all like demos of my dad. So yeah, I take him out for his birthday sometimes. It was fun. I made him eat bugs. That was more just to see if he would do it, and he did it. I was impressed. He was super drunk though. That's probably.
You don't need to take me out for my birthday, Shane.
I'm a big fan of, I've been a big fan of Les, and my brother's actually a really big fan of Sean, and we've actually met you guys before. Like, I went to one of the wine events, and then like a few months later, we actually saw Sean at Cafe du Nord, and it's just, we joked at one time that would be funny if you guys got together, and then like lo and behold, you guys finally actually.
Oh my God, maybe you guys did it.
I know, it's like, so that's always been our joke. We
2011.
yeah, we manifested the band, but that's just our joke.
It was the hat that did it.
Yeah.
I've had both of you sign it.
What'd you say?
I've had both of you sign it in 2011.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool hat.
One more time? What did you say?
We both signed that.
There you go.
Thank you. It's fun.
Well, thanks for creating us in your imagination.
Yeah.
Here we
Your
are.
alternate reality.
Both of you guys, are there any backups of like a re-release or pressing or like updated version of a Family Fire set? Because I'm writing videos.
Yeah. That's sweet of you. That's like one of my solo albums he's talking about. It's called Friendly Fire. I don't have any plans to do it, but I wouldn't be against it. It's more about supplying demand, you know. But yeah.
One right there.
Yeah, there's one. So let's see. If it makes sense, I would do it. Sure.
I would just say I'd be number 2 for that one there. Number 2.
Yeah, thank you. Any questions? All three?
Hi.
Yeah.
So I recently made a huge career change in my life, and if you guys could do music or wine, what do you think you would want to do?
I feel like
Yeah, it's hard when you make a career out of your hobbies.
Yeah, drinking wine.
I don't know. I mean, I'm always doing so much different shit anyway. It's just that this is the thing that keeps my son in college. Everything else is just setting hills on fire.
I would definitely do something in the arts. I would be painting or directing or sculpting or something.
How do you work as a designer?
I was wondering if you could tell us one of your favorite musical experiences, whether it was a show you played or a show that you went to.
I was lucky enough to see a lot of great shows when I was really young. Like, I got to go to the second Pink Floyd The Wall show. I think it was at Giant Stadium. I was really young though. That was definitely the most incredible show I've ever seen, just in terms of pyrotechnics and the sounds and the music. That was probably one of the best. And another one was I got to see Prince during the Purple Rain, like the first Purple Rain. I saw him play a bunch after that in different situations. It was always amazing. Purple Rain and just being with them was pretty memorable.
Hi, I'm wondering if you could each give a book recommendation.
Go ahead.
We both have to do one though. My favorite book is called Pale Fire by Vladimir Nabokov. He's the guy who wrote Delirium. But yeah, I think he's probably the best writer. But I mean, I don't pick best. I don't like best things. So that's one of my favorites. What about you, man?
3 Eggs and Ham, Dr. Seuss. That's the greatest book ever read. I would say read Devil's Teeth. about our coastline here, Devil's Key. Amazing. It's all about the Farallon Islands and various elements around it, especially the sharks. It's very cool.
Hi. I'm aware of your song Blood and Rockets. I wonder if you could speak to how you encountered the work of Parsons and Crowley. Personal interest.
A friend of mine gave me a book called Sex and Rockets. Have you read that? This is our first single for this album. Was about this rocket scientist Jack Parsons, who was an oddball character who did like alchemical rituals and sex magic, and ran Aleister Crowley's cult in LA. And just a cool story. So yeah, I felt like it was worthy of the Delirium too.
I just flew over from Amsterdam to see you. And I have other things going on here, but I really wanted to see you. And I was wondering about a Europe tour.
Did you bring any space cakes with you?
I didn't. I don't have a false.
There's no plans for a European tour at this point in time. But that's not to say it won't happen.
Hi. I wanted to say thank you for helping out John Terry Barlow.
Oh, you know
I was
my
at that,
friend.
yeah, I was at the...
John Perry Barlow is an interesting character. He started something called the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which was sort of it was the group of people who decided that the internet should be like a utopia and have no intellectual property. Smart guy. Anyway, look him up.
Just got everybody else's intellectual.
What was your music that you listened to today? Any interesting?
What's your go-to music? But I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, I haven't had time to listen to music today. I listened to some news, you know.
You can go now since you
I was just going to ask, what is your guys' least favorite thing about touring with each other?
There's no evil shiner.
That's a silly. I mean, you know, that's a divisive question. There ain't nothing bad about it. I like it.
Flip it then. What's your favorite thing about touring with each other?
Why do we have to have favorites?
Do you like touring with each other?
We do. Right?
Yeah, it's definitely the best touring I've ever got to do because, I don't know, it's just different.
It's the second best touring I've ever done.
The one when I was new. No, it's pretty good for me. I mean, I used to carry my own shit, you know. Absolutely.
What is your favorite documentary right now?
I mean, I've been burning through all the Ken Burns documentaries. I don't know if there's a favorite, but I've been going through all Civil War, World War II, West, Prohibition. I don't know if it's my favorite, but my favorite is actually this one that's about this amazing band with this fucking incredible drummer. It's called Electric Apricot. It's an amazing documentary. I suggest you watch it 3 times this evening before the show. 7 times out.
Very true.
China, what's your favorite documentary?
My favorite documentary is probably Werner Herzog's documentary on Antarctica. It's hilarious and scary.
It's scarier than his film about the guy and the Grizzly Man.
Oh, that's a great one too. There's some, yeah, Grizzly Man is amazing, but the Antarctic one is, I don't know, I find it fascinating in a different way.
Is he the one about Uncle Arctic?
Antarctica is, I know Antarctica, but not Uncle Arctica.
That one
So it's pretty apparent you guys are advocates. Just wondering what your thoughts on Denver and Oakland's decriminalization of psilocybin.
Advocates of what?
Psilocybin.
Enthusiasts? Because they made it legal in Denver.
They did? I had no idea.
Oakland as well now, too.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's. I personally think it's weird to criminalize the possession of different flowers and plants and vegetables. You know, considering all the criminal stuff that goes on in the world. I don't think any plant or mushroom should put you in jail. That's my feeling.
All right, we have time for one more question. First timer? Any first time? Yeah, there you go.
Sean, you have an offset chrome guitar with, I think, many humbuckers in it.
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me a little bit about that and how you came across it?
There's a company called Bilt, B-I-L-T, that makes those guitars. They were recommended to me by Nels Klein, the guitarist from Wilco, who's my old roommate and good friend. And they're great. They're like solid workhorses. They don't go out of tune, and they're great for touring for me. You know, instead of bringing some rare vintage thing or something and worrying about it. So I made it silver just because.
His name is Shiner.
Yeah, because it's the Shiner guitar. Basically, yeah. I made it for this band. It felt like this band needed its own magic act, so that's it. The Shiner. Oh, that's gonna be tough. She's over there setting up the merch. We don't really have, we don't have time to work anything out. She's not an impromptu type. We like to rehearse everything a lot when we do it, yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for all those questions. Now we are going to begin the meet and greet.